Hello guys, welcome to CodeRuck. Hope you are doing great. Once again, welcome to ReactJs complete series. In today's video, we are going to discuss and learn about how you can import and export modules in React application. This importing and exporting is JavaScript ES6 feature that we are going to check and learn how you can implement this feature in your React application. At first, importing and exporting a JS will help us to write modular code, that is splitting code into multiple files. Importing allows us to content from another file, whereas exporting makes a file contents eligible for importing. The main idea is once we write something or once we have something code we want to reuse into our React application, we can have this feature. And normally when we create our child component, when we create our parent component, that means somewhere we are importing and exporting modules in our React application, or we can say we are exporting and importing component in our React application. But there are different ways or different scenario that you can implement in your application. So at first you must know that there are two ways by which you can able to export your modules, or we can say files, or in normal term we can say component in your React application. One is default export and another one is name export. At first we will see with live example how you can implement default export and default import in your React application. So I have one React application which is up and running now. At first we will see default one. So for that one I will create one file, that is child.js. Now once I am writing this code, import React from React. Now what we are doing, we are importing default one. This one is default import we are doing from React. You must be using this particular line, but what kind of export we are doing? So this one is default import we are doing it. Now we'll see how you can export in a default way. So for that one, what we can do, const child, and we will have something and it will return, and will have some paragraph child. Now I will let export default child. That means I am doing default export here. At first what we did, we have imported in default way and now we are exporting it in default way. Now same thing we can do with child component as well. So I will let import child from child. Now we are doing default import of child and then we can able to render it. So this is how you can implement default export and import your React application. Now we'll see name export. So for that one I'm just removing this particular line. Okay. Now for this one what we can do, suppose you have some data you want to share from your child.js, like export const name will be CodeRuck, and here again we want to export something, suppose export const country will be IN. Okay, now these two are data we want to export from our child. So that means we are doing name export. How we can import the name export? So for that one what we can do, I will write import and then I will make use of curly braces and I will give the same name that by which we are exporting it, name and country. And after that I will write from which file, child. Now we will have the data in this two variables, name and country. Now if I render this one, you will have code rug and IN. Now just like we are exporting single, we can do it at once as well. So for that one, what we can do, I will write export, and then I will write name and country. So it will be like comma. This is how it will work as well. And now you want to add alias for the name, and for the country you can add as C. Now I will write N and I will write C. Now you can have your data. That means you can add alias if you want to, now for country as well, or if you are doing anything from, in case of name export or import, you can able to add alias as well depending upon your need, because suppose you have name from one file and name from another file, but it must get collide somewhere. So in that case you can add alias, and then you can able to render in your application. So that's how we can say you can able to export and import modules by which, and you can able to work around. So that's all in this video. Thank you guys, hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you guys.